Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back with Allure of the Sea. Now I know last video was really short just because of the short arrival, and the departure is going to be even shorter with her here as we head off to Nassau, but I figured right before 5 we would actually come ashore and I would show you around a perfect day at Coco Cay. So this is Rob's updated Coco Cay, however you'd want to say it. And I think it's great. I think it's a great amount of detail. I love being able to see the slides, the slide tower. You know, it's the little things so that when, you know, we're here, you're not just looking at like a barren wasteland. And I know he updated a little bit to Castaway as well. You know, we have this off. That's so funny. It's supposed to hide the plants in the water. Hold on. Let's actually go here. I swear there's a way to be able to do that. Is it in the land? Yeah. So it's because it's still technically land. That's kind of funny. It is because it's land and it's doing what it should do. All right. But yeah, I wanted to be able to kind of take a little look around the island itself. Royal Caribbean's little hub here. I can't remember if any other cruise line does come here, but every cruise, pretty much has its own private island or, you know, associated island, like Disney's new Castaway Point, not Castaway Point, Lighthouse Point. If you actually pop over here, it's down, it's further. It's not that far, though. It's past Nassau. Yeah, Lighthouse Point is on the same island as Princess Cay, and then there's another stop here and another stop there. Like, that's why I don't like it. Half Moon Cay I like because it feels like it's by itself. Castaway Cay is obviously my favorite. But, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. You know, you're with the cards that you dealt, and if you can save money and you still be able to have business, more power to you. I do hope maybe one day for Danielle and I to actually go and explore some of these other ports and go on different cruise lines. But it's really hard when we're so dedicated to Disney that I have really no need to go on another cruise at this point. When it's like once every couple years, I want to be able to make sure I'm going on the ships that I want to go on. Now, I really want to go on the Treasure, but I don't know if I'm 100% able to sell Danielle yet on the use of the Treasure and the Wish. You know, they're big, and there's certain things that we don't like about it, mostly due to size and the way that things are organized. But it's just kind of the nature of it now, and ships do just keep getting bigger as the Allure of Seas just ominously is over there. So that's kind of what we got here for the island. I just wanted to take a little trip. You know, it's not often that we get to go and actually look at some of the places that were docked, but I figured before we head out towards Nassau, we'd actually be able to do it. We have a beautiful day for sailing out here. We've been able to really kind of skirt around the rain, so that's worked out quite well. I'm going to get up here. Lines are obviously good. Look at the size of this thing. It's incredible. Gonna get on here at the aft gangway. Hello. There you go. It just needed a little reset. That's fine. They already closed the door. They left the captain on the island. Oh no. Yeah, I love this detail. Let's get on board. Up to the bridge. Out here on the wing. Give one more shout. I hate how that's cut off. But give excuse me, one more shout out to let them know, hey, we're getting ready to leave. Get the last stragglers going, or we will leave you behind. Now, luckily, this is going to be such a slow crawl to Nassau. It's definitely not something where I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, and it's such a small island. We're not going to leave somebody behind because we have such a small way to go. The only time that I could ever see that happening is if we were all of a sudden in some horrible weather and staying near the dock would endanger everybody else who's on board. So today seems like a beautiful day to not have to worry about that. Let's take a look at our route here, just so you guys can see how easy it is going to be. Ow, 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 ow. And we are expected to be there tomorrow at... Just had it up. I literally just had it up. And then I clicked away. We are scheduled to be at Nassau at 8 a.m. So, like, today was 7, that's going to be 8. All right, close enough to 5. We did get the okay. Everybody's on board. Let's pull up the controls here. All lines are off. Gonna just turn on the bow and stern. Just gonna unfreeze us a little bit. I know 10 is still feels like it's way too much, but that's okay. And let them know we're heading now. And there it is. 3 shots of the horn. That aft is still going a little bit. We'll just give a little more to the bow just to get ourselves away. As we start to pull away and depart from Coco Cay, here with the beautiful Allure of the Seas. Let's pop out really quick. Kind of take a look at how it looks. I'm just gonna... Whoop. I did not want chat input. I wanted to be able to run. As we sail away into the night. Which, by the way, when we leave Nassau, or maybe I'll show it as the day at sea, I will show you the nighttime lighting package here on board the Allure of the Sea. Because it's still too pretty not to show you. So we'll definitely do that. Nice and slow away from the dock. Let's Spider-Man our way up top. Up to the solarium. Some of the best views up here. This is where I'd be all the time. Look at that. Love it. Love the views. Again, I don't really want to be going too fast thundering away from the dock because, again, we are still within, like, 30 plus feet. Don't want to be shaking up the dock too much. Let's get ourselves on over. And over, and over, and up, and in to a hot tub. Yeah, this is nice. So nice. I do wish there was some kind of ambient music. I know that I could just add that, but again, finding the copyright free and this and this and this. Sometimes it's just better to sit back and enjoy. Can't read in the labels. Dang it. I know on the Disney Adventure you actually can. I've been poking around at that ship. That'll be coming on. Unfortunately, that's one of those, like, I want to highlight the ship because I think the ship is beautiful and I think it's amazing, the detail that he put into it. But unfortunately, that ship is just doing sea cruises. It's leaving Singapore, going in a big circle, and coming back. That's it. That's all it's doing. So, not a lot that I can show from there. But just to be able to say I do my due diligence as a creator, I think we will we'll do that eventually when it does set sail. I think it's still 2 years away. Again, the concept's out there now, but... Take a run on back. I'm still a little confused about the golf course with the numerous holes. I don't quite understand that. Zip line. People would be enjoying the flow rider. And again, I've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise. I know eventually I want to just be able to say that I've done it. you know, they're known for obviously their larger ships, and I can kind of get it, but I don't think I'd want to spend a mass amount of time. And even like on Disney's new ships, I more would rather stay with the Disney Wonder and the Disney Magic, because they're the smaller ships, to do the longer cruises and have the less people around. But you know, for 4 days or something, we could probably suck it up. But at the same time, like I said at the beginning of the video, I hate short cruises. I hate short cruises so much. I know I'm very lucky with what I'm able to do, so I don't want to act like I'm not grateful. Alrighty, let us, for now, this thing always freaks me out. Let's head back up to the bridge. I love it when you tell programs not to have any sort of pop-up whatsoever, and it still does. Because why listen to the command that you're given? Got a 50-50 chance. Just gonna check that. Almost clear of the pier. And again, this is pretty much the speed we are going to be traveling all night here on board, just because you know, we don't have that far to go. Just enough for us to create our own water. Let's do a big sweeping turn. That'll do nicely. Pick up a little bit of speed. But yeah, so an 8 a.m. arrival tomorrow at Nassau, a full day at Nassau. Going to be there until 5 p.m., which should be just enough time for everybody to kind of enjoy and get their shopping fix. We were at Nassau recently, and they've done a lot of things to change, but the problem is with the port growing so much, we found it actually just kind of hard to walk around even in the new port area, because there's just so many people. It was difficult, you know, and we're not big on, oh, let's go shopping anyway. So it is what it is. Let's get ourselves turned and at least away from the island. I'm gonna move controls back to center. Take a little jaunt over. Oh, this is always one of my favorite things to look at. Can we figure out where we were? No. Gulf of... Hold on. Google's gonna be our friend here. Gulf de Giorotora? Giotora? So there's two possibilities, but I think it's going to be this one. It's in Greece. There's either one, something in Greece or something owned by Spain. It doesn't quite tell me, but this... I don't know, this looks more like it'd probably be Greece. Again, I can't really make out the words here. I can kind of, but spend way too much time on that. How are we doing? Yeah, it's going to be a big sweeping turn. It's going to turn it to about half because we are moving slow, where we shouldn't rock as much. Oh, where are we? Where did we go? Where did we go? Very nice. I do like to look at some of the details and everything here. There's a lot of people on the bridge. Flag, I can keep you as a moving map. Again, I'm going to make a really big wide sweeping turn because we can. And it's a line, the big ocean. Cool to be able to kind of do everything from here. And knots are right up there too. And they do have the controls. This one's just on a wheel basis. I wonder, make that go away. Come over here. So this is the Azipod system. This is for steering, obviously. This would be for the bow thruster. Curious, are these live? They are. Thank you. Okay, so this is just going to work just as throttle. So yeah, it's just the bow thruster, because again, you're supposed to be able to rotate with these. But you can also grab the wheel from the middle. Interesting. I always like to see what kind of controls we do have here. I have tried before, by the way. I have tried using the controls on the wings before, like on my own. I think I maybe even did it in a video once. It's so unresponsive from time to time, and you don't have a gauge, really. Like, if I was to grab the bow. There you are. You know. So, it is what it is. But say goodbye to Coco Cay, everybody. Hope everybody had a good, fun day ashore. It's always my hope as we get ourselves out here to kind of finish this turn. And then when we get to Nassau, where we're going to be going, we're actually going to be docking ourselves forward. So we'll be actually pulling in. We're going to be on the last pier. That's usually where like these big mega ships usually dock. So we're going to be like the last one on the end. And we will be pulling in because it is easier to pull in than back out than doing the vice versa, and just with the timing and everything. So Nassau is always a little bit more tricky because you do have that tight turn as soon as you kind of get past the breakers. But overall, it should be a pretty good day. I'm hoping for good weather. Obviously, we have not had a weather diversion yet. Now, I say yet because it is 100% possible. It is 100% possible that we could end up having one that could just kick us off. But we'll see. You know, right now, even if I was to do this, let me actually pop up the frames per second. Let me see. I don't want to change the video. I gotta be dedicated from the beginning. I wanted to turn on the waves really quick, but then when I make the video for you guys, it's gonna look really stupid. So I won't do that. I'll reframe myself. Now, let's see if we kind of look. Yeah, we're almost there. Again, we're making a pretty quick turn for a ship. Now, don't get me wrong. When we were going into Nassau with the Disney Wish this past September, it was crazy. It was the first time I ever got to experience something like this. So there was a vessel that was in our way, and the ship had called out to it. And I know you could tell with the pilot on the bridge, because we were sitting down on the bow. You could tell that he was trying to get a hold of this ship, and he was not happy. Where the Disney Wish actually had to do an emergency maneuver, which is pretty much as hard as the ship can without putting anybody in danger. Pretty much had to do a 180, and well, actually, technically, it was a 360. It was to get itself out of this collision course and turn back around and in. I've been seeing these advertisements for these canvases that you can get, and I kind of want one. I kind of actually want a bunch of them, where it actually shows where your ship went, even if there's deviations. So, since there was a slight deviation pulling into Nassau, I actually think that'd be just a cool little keepsake, because I'm not going to remember. There's absolutely no way I'm going to remember. But, let's see, we should be almost there. Nice, wide, sweeping turn. Again, castaways here. And we're just going to kind of pop over, go around the rest of these little private islands in this chain here, and get ourselves over to Nassau. I know eventually, we're going to go to Bimini. I know eventually we're going to go to Ocean Cay. Because there's a lot of ships that I actually want to showcase here on the channel, and there's a lot of ships I know you guys want to see as well. It's getting a little bit darker, so we'll turn on the lights. We're going about 8 knots right now. I'm going to back down that speed as we get ready to finish our turn here, as CocoCay itself starts to fade off into the distance. All right. that's looking pretty good there. I'm good with that. Well, almost good with that. Just want to keep that turn going a little bit more. But that's going to do it for this one, everybody. If you enjoyed what you saw, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day. And there is more ship sim content coming your way here with the Allure of the Seas. And I'm not sure who I'm going to do next yet. Allure came out because I was like, you know what, I actually really want to do this ship. I got to see where all the ships are in the world and see what seems appropriate at this time to actually do. I did have somebody ask if I would do it, and I am not 100% sold on it yet, but I'm thinking about it. When the Disney Wonder comes back from Australia, doing Hawaii back up to Vancouver, because we did the opposite to kind of replicate the cruise that I had already done. Maybe. We've already been to those ports. I do plan to go to those ports again, probably with Princess, for sim reasons. Wow, this outro got real long. But that's going to do it for this one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.